Let's move on to the next company. Let's invite IRB Infrastructure. CRISIL has initiated coverage on the stock. They've assigned a CRISIL A+ positive outlook to the long-term facilities of the company, which are worth 4,200 crore rupees. We're now joined by Anil Yadav, the group CFO of the company. Mr. Yadav, good morning. First, if you could tell us, what is your current cost of borrowing? Has it gone up in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks on account of the tightness in the money market? And with CRISIL assigning an A+ positive rating to your long-term facilities, do you expect a change in your borrowing cost?
See, normally we have a yearly reset in the term loan, and cost of borrowing was in range of 10.25 to 10.5% overall consolidated basis. And we have not seen any increase in the cost of borrowing in last 2 or 3 weeks. In fact, we have achieved the financial closure of 2 HAM projects. That was also sub 10 only. And with this CRISIL rating coming in, they have provided a positive outlook on the company, which is basically positive for the company.
All right. You said your cost of borrowing was what, sir?
Around 10.25 to 10.5%.
10.25 to 10.5%. And the recent 1,300 crore worth financial closure that came in for you, that came in at sub 10% is what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. And if you could break up your debt for us in terms of how much of it is reset annually as far as the interest cost is concerned and how much of it is long-term. And going forward, what is the borrowing mix likely to be?
See, on an average, basically, next reset will be by this April or March. Next reset will be, and almost the entire debt is either annually or biannually reset. You can say roughly 75% debt will be an annual reset, and project which are under construction, there is 3 years rate lock-in for first 3 years during construction. Okay. Once the project becomes operational, then automatically we see a roughly 75 to 100 basis point reduction in the interest rate. And that will, once the project becomes operational, we'll get benefit of that.
Okay, so you expect your cost of borrowing to come down as your projects get operational. Any other projects which are close to achieving financial closure or getting operational, if you could throw some more color on what lies ahead?
See, we had 4 projects which were pending for the financial closure. We had already achieved the FC of 2 projects ahead of the schedule. Third project, that is Vadodara Kim HAM project, which will be also achieved in this month only, and followed by the Hapur Moradabad, which is a BOT project.
All right. A word on the TOT projects. I remember the last time you joined us, you said you all will require about 1,500 crore rupees to bid for the TOT projects. Do you have any visibility on when you're likely to achieve that closure and the development there?
See, the second TOT is up for the bidding in the month of November. If the date doesn't get extended, then definitely we'll bid for that particular TOT. And you get around the 5 to 6 months time to achieve the financial closure. And meantime, we can basically raise for the, we can tie up for the equity requirement also.
Okay. Do you expect order flows to slow down? Because soon the government will be entering into the election mode. What happens typically? Does the order inflows slow at times like these? And therefore, would you continue to maintain your FY20 guidance of 10,000 crore of revenues and 1,000 crore of profits in light of election?
Yeah. In terms of the FY20 guidance, what we have given is based on the existing order book. We have not factored any new order book in FY20, but till December or January, I think there will be award activity will be happening. But as you rightly mentioned that once the code of conduct or government goes in the election mode, we believe that post-January there will be a lull in the award. But I think they will be able to award substantial thing before end of January.
What is your expectation from now, October beginning to end of January, till the code of conduct kicks in? How much could be, awarded by the government, and how much could IRB win?
I think 4,000 to 6,000 crore worth of project, which will basically will trying to get before end of December.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Yadav, for joining in and giving us those details. With that, just before we wrap the show, some news coming in from agencies. The RBI is considering other options to check the rupee fall. Remember, this morning, the rupee opened at record low levels, past the 73 per dollar mark. And also, they're quoting finance ministry officials saying that they're in talks with RBI
that
to
swap
consider
window will be a
swap
big deal
window,
for
and
the
which
oil
is what
marketing
we're seeing the
companies,
strengthening
right?
on the rupee. It's now back above the 73 per dollar mark. It's strengthened above that.
Yes, if there is a swap window with the state-run fuel retailers, the oil marketing companies, that will be a big positive, and that has been a key demand to stem the fall in the currency, that there should be a special windows to buy dollars for the oil marketing companies, since that is their daily need. If that comes through, then it will be a big positive, and I guess the market has started pricing it in to some extent, because as Mangalam pointed out, we were hovering around that 73.3 mark, and now as we speak, it's 72.9 on the rupee. So there's been a sharp 40 basis points, a 40 paise appreciation that we've seen in the dollar rupee.
It'll be interesting to see whether that does come about or not, or
Yeah,
this is just commentary to strengthen the rupee in the meanwhile. But what we'll do is we'll wrap up on Chartbusters. Trading Hour will take this story and many other stories forward. Thank you for watching.